to chase a bug.
There's a big bug in here, and I'm gonna get it.
I feel like Flight of the Bumblebee should be playing in the background.
There he is. Ah! Got him.
Yay! God damn, that is a big bug. We all already know the whole story. We don't need to hear it again.
One of the
That'll
big
be like
things that's
30
going to be
minutes
talking
of a
about
60-minute
Sony-wise, Sony exclusive is from what I heard, is a Sony exclusive Resident Evil game.
I'm just gonna reset everybody's cameras, so
That's apparently
turn them back on.
plays like Left 4 Dead in the world of Resident Evil.
There we go.
Haha.
That was basically to try to fix the lag. See if it worked. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to record this on Stickam as well. We'll see how it works.
Oh, come on.
It's a problem, Stout. It's a problem.
Sometimes I really hate this game. But I don't mind, I'm still winning. Overall. 28 wins, 14 losses. Well, 15. Whoa.
Greetings, everyone. Well, I'm here today. I'm here today to talk about another old movie put on Blu-ray. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. I mean, seriously, why do they keep doing this? Putting like old movies on Blu-ray. I mean, what's the point? We all know that old movies weren't even filmed in high definition. And for God's sake, this is black and white. Like, why is this in black and white, number one, and in an old movie, number two, on Blu-ray? I mean, that's just so pointless. And the transfer's all grainy and
the definition of
like
a 360 exclusive
why? Why do they do this?
Like,
so yeah, big waste of
and
time and money. Just don't even bother with Psycho on Blu-ray because it's fucking pointless. So thanks for watching, and sayonara.
So it's pretty much given me no reason to go towards the 360.
Not another bloody HD rant. Yes, another bloody HD rant. With extra blood.
Okay, if you do count
There's still idiots out there, gee.
Okay, yeah, then there's a crap load for
the whole
360
bloody lot
apparently.
of them.
If you thought any of that was serious,
wow,
you need to watch my HD rants again.
That's always been one of my major arguments when people talk about true exclusives. Is I'm like, if you include the PC, then fine.
What do you think, Jenna? Hey? Sean, weren't you just shooting a video?
Did you seriously miss the video stuff?
Wrong.
Did you seriously just miss that whole thing that I did primarily for your benefit?
Motor Storm. Let's see, what else is on my shelf here? Let's see, I'm a bit rusty. I haven't played
here, I'm going to
PS
stop the recording and we'll see if Stickam will take it. Gosh, how do I stop?
Hear you.
How do I stop?
I couldn't hear you over there either, which is weird because the microphone is pointed over there.
What? It's on. You should be able to hear me.
They do count. They're games not released on any other system.
Oh my god,
They're exclusive titles. Whether they suck or not.
that was weird.
Well, I recorded it on Stickam. If it encodes it properly, you should be able to watch it in my Stickam videos.
Yeah, you sound like you're coming from the background. You might want to check the wires or something.
I am coming from the background. The mic is over there. My mic is over there because I'm pointing it at the recording area.
I can't hear you, Sean. Well, pretty
Alright. For real this time. Actually, I'm going to air the place out a bit first. It's bloody stuffy in here. And we'll try recording it. Okay. Pardon the noise. Probably should have done that before recording. Oh well. Okay, good. Don't look precarious at all. All right.
Alrighty. How the fuck do you do that?
Continuing with the horror reviews today. I thought for those of you who can't... Hold on a second. Make sure it's recorded there too. Continuing with the horror reviews today, I thought for those of you who can't be here in the Stickam room when I'm filming, you could at least watch the recording of the recording and then see the final video. Double Multimedia Chronicles action!
Actually, triple.
lot of ambient noise.
The hell? Are people leaving the room?
Okay, now he can hear us.
Alright. Aficionados Chris.
Oh, you know, it's just aficionados Chris.
Alright. Greetings, everyone! Let's finish the horror movie reviews. DVD fuck. You did run out. No. It'd be great if I could do like somersaults into the room or something, you know?
Just make sure you don't fall at your ass.
Don't break your leg.
Greetings, everyone! Fuck! I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. Who's making all the noise?
Awful at you.
Okay. Let's try that again. Greetings, everyone! Well, let's finish up the Blu-ray horror updates and movie reviews today on the Multimedia Chronicles.
Okay.
Now I'm pooped.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
I don't know what that is.
Mass compute.
Okay. Welcome back. Alright. Shoutout time! Yes, we're doing it live in the Stickam chat room again. Today. Fuck. Welcome back. Okay.
I didn't pick up the piece of paper right.
Who's dying over there? Like here's all this coughing and
I gotta beat myself.
Okay.
Welcome back. Shoutout time. I was just going, okay. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I didn't flip the
Shoutout
paper
time.
right.
Yes, we're doing it live in the So. Oh! Okay. Okay, let's start fresh. Here we go.
Not again! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god!
Greetings, everyone! Let's finish up the horror set. Fucking hell, okay. No. Here we go. This is why I never do action scenes. Greetings, everyone! Just a few left to go in the horror section, so let's finish off at least one of them today on the Multimedia Chronicles. The horror section. Now.
Oh my god!
Greetings, everyone!
No.
Well, there's only a few horror Blu-rays left to cover in the updates, so let's get at least one of them out of the way today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Okay.
Are you happy now? I'm gonna watch him struggle with the paper some more.
Welcome back. Shoutout time! Yes, that's right, we're doing this live in the Stickam chat room once again. This time around, however, I'm actually trying to record it on the Stickam side, so if you can't be there with us at the time of recording, you can at least watch the recorded video over there. So it's like you can see the recording of me recording what you're watching. Like double crazy Multimedia Chronicles action. Okay, let's get the shoutouts out of the way and then we'll get on to the Blu-ray update. In the room with us tonight, watching the hijinks, we have Buff Daddy Bill,
And watch all of these
Crimson
screw-ups.
Ooze, Epic Conspiracy, J-Star 305, Jeffrey Wild, Nightclaw, who incidentally has been a viewer and fan of mine since probably a good 2 or 3 years before YouTube even existed, so big shout out to you, man. Old Smokey, Pablo123, who incidentally has his own webpage called The Garbage Gamer. This guy knows more about games than anybody else I know, so check it out at the link below. Patrick Butler 1981, Silent Joe, Stoudman, Stratomaster 78, Wrestling Grunt, and you know that guy. Whew. Alright. Oh, we got that far. The hell? It's like somebody plowing through the gravel outside. So grab a quick drink of Coke.
Thank God.
Wow, 11 minutes of recording and I've only done the intro. This is gonna be a long night.
Stout, you're gonna have this Kilroy look going for you.
So I've been getting a bit of flack from some of you douchebags.
Douche nozzles.
So I've been getting a bit of flack lately since doing the horror reviews here. Some of you seem to feel that I have no taste whatsoever in horror, and I'm just wasting my time and money on all this over-Hollywoodized garbage franchise bullshit, and why would I want to watch that stuff? It's like, well, you know, I actually have a wide variety of tastes in all different genres, and when it comes to horror, there's a couple of different types that I like. I enjoy the cheesy Hollywood franchise stuff when I'm in the mood for it. I like the, you know, low-budget, buckets of blood and guts, B-grade cheese fests, and I also like, you know, what many would consider classier stuff. I mean, you may recall a few Halloweens ago I did several videos about what I called classy horror movies, and talked about what I felt made them notable, and they weren't your typical type of stuff. I mean, before you go shooting your mouth off about my taste in movies, don't assume that what I'm talking about in that particular week's little batch of videos represents the full spectrum of my interest, because I can assure you it does not, okay? So, having said that, what are we going to talk about today? Well, some people may put this in the thriller section, some people may put it in the murder mystery section, but I like to put it in the horror section simply because it's one of the most terrifying films ever made. Well, maybe it's been surpassed since then, but it's certainly one that has stuck in the public consciousness far more than a lot of modern fare likely will 50 years down the road. What am I talking about? Well, none other than... What am I talking about?
I don't know.
I want to say seminal, but
Halfway
I always
through a
feel
video
dirty
recording
when I
and forgetting
say
what you're recording.
seminal.
Why do you want to say seminal?
The best insemination film ever.
Doesn't sound right.
I was gonna say the seminal horror classic. I don't think I can do it without cracking up. Alright.
I love the hand that rocks the cradle.
What am I talking about?
You crack it up now.
What am I talking about? Well... Fucking hell.
Insert brain fart.
Never mind, I'm not going to
here.
ask the fictional question of what am I talking about.
Heck, ew.
Fuck.
Don't you hate when you get a hair in your mouth?
I can't get seminal out of my head. What am I, 10? I am, of course, talking about Alfred Hitchcock's semen-filled classic. Oh, God. It's too hot in here.
I know.
Apparently it's become Psycho the porno.
What am I talking about? Well, certain movies just sort of have this lasting impact that just doesn't ever leave. Jaws made you never want to go to the beach again. Jaws made you terrified to go to the beach. And what do you do generally before
What the fuck is he talking about Jaws?
Where am I going with that?
Seriously, what the fuck? Jaws
What do most
came
people
after.
do when they get
There's
home from the
nowhere
beach?
to go with this.
They take a shower. And that's all I have to say about that.
I miss Edgar Martinez the most. He was fucking consistent. Hey, be quiet, consistent.
Jaws made people afraid to go to the beach. Friday the 13th made them afraid to go to camp resorts. And Psycho made the world terrified to take a shower.
So did Arachnophobia.
And it's good,
I think
so
one
get
is
it.
better than the other.
See you next time.
Still
No.
does. Don't miss all the action.
So this, of course, is the 50th anniversary of the
Action.
terrifying suspense, horror, mystery
Horror.
classic from the master of suspense, horror, and mystery, Alfred Hitchcock. Psycho. Where do we begin with Psycho?
Apparently one of the special
Oh, yeah,
features is
man.
called Dark.
It's hard to know where to begin to
I
talk
would
about
expect that to
Psycho
be a
because
special
so much
feature
has
on
been
one of
said
these
about it
DVDs.
over the past 50 years. I mean, it's one of the few suspense thrillers from that era that I think still resonates and still holds up and has
Oh, like a
pretty much as much
collage of
impact
posts, yeah.
today as it did then. I mean, it's just a testament to what a fantastic director Alfred
Yeah.
Hitchcock was. The fact that people still watch this today, having never seen it before, in our supposedly more enlightened and jaded age, and after seeing it, they're terrified to go and
I
take
wouldn't be
that
surprised
shower
if he
before
puts it
bed,
into
you
some
know?
of his
It's
synthesizer
just,
programs and makes a song out of it, as he did with
it's just one of
his,
those
musical
perfect horror
theater
films
Yes.
that I always
one
talk
of the
about
episodes
that
of
gets under
Yeah.
your skin and stays with you long after the lights have come up and everybody's gone home, you know? So this Blu-ray edition is about as definitive as it gets. I used to have the DVD edition of this a few years back, and
I love
I
that
don't
Blu-ray.
anymore.
Color blue.
I had the
Oh, by the
DVD
way, if
edition
this
of this a
video
few
ever
years
gets posted
back,
to
and
YouTube,
it was
this
pretty
is a
decent. I don't think it was
behind-the-scenes
actually anamorphic
live
widescreen. It
from
was
the
an old
Stickam
4
room
by 3
chat
letterbox transfer. It was still
of
widescreen,
Sean
but it
recording
was,
an
you know,
episode of
the
the
old
Multimedia
letterbox
Chronicles.
anamorphic.
This is the Garbage Gamer talking.
If you don't know the difference between letterbox and
And,
anamorphic, I'm so tired
yeah.
of explaining it in the comments.
There you
Please
go.
just hit Wikipedia. They got tons of articles about it. Or browse thedigitalbits.com because they have tons of articles about it too. Alrighty, so
Any comments? There's nothing like introducing your video like 20 minutes into the video.
now that DVD edition that I had actually did have quite a good selection of
Yeah.
extras, and as far as I can tell, everything that was on
Oh,
that
by the
is on
way.
this. Plus, there's a few more things as well. I don't have it anymore, so I can't really do a comparison, but whatever. Suffice it to say, if you're looking for the definitive version of Psycho, this is definitely the one to get for several reasons. I mean, first off, of course, it's loaded with extras. Second off, it is an absolutely pristine transfer. There haven't been a lot of Alfred Hitchcock movies that have made their way to Blu-ray yet, but the few that have are stunning, and this one is absolutely no exception. You may be wondering, well, it's black and white. How good can a black and white film look on Blu-ray? Well, remember that DVD versus Blu-ray 1080p comparison video I did? Remember the difference between the DVD version of The General, between that and the Blu-ray edition? It's kind of like that. Yeah, pretty damn stunning, if you recall. Well, this is no exception to that. It is absolutely beautiful. I mean, film grain is as it should be. I mean, for God's sake, in the opening rain shots, when she's driving through the rain and everything, there's a lot of rain in this movie. You can see, like, every drop of rain. It's just fantastic. I mean, the level of detail is just jaw-dropping. Play this on the biggest screen you can find and be amazed. And, I mean,
Brain diarrhea.
Ooh, that's a nice one right there.
So this is one I will definitely be playing the hell out of when I get a big, massive TV. For now, at least. Bleh. Shut up! I'm not talking about my little TV anymore. You will not be
little
disappointed
TVs
with the transfer
fail,
quality of this. Now, as for the audio, this actually has a brand new 5.1 surround mix.
Tiny.
The main part of which, the main thing that benefits from that mix being, of course, the beautiful, beautiful, just stunning, get you right into it. How the fuck can I describe it? The main thing, of course, that benefits from that remix is the music, the absolutely stunning score by Bernard Herrmann. I mean, everybody knows the murder scene sound, you know, the whole like screeching strings, but there's a lot more to the score than that. I mean, right from the opening titles, you know you're in for a ride. I mean, it is just a driving, pounding, relentless score that immediately sucks you in and is as much a part of the film as the visuals and everything else. I mean, Hitchcock worked with Bernard Herrmann on a few films, and this is just one of those occasions where you have two masters of their respective craft at the height of their creative power, putting together,
Sean's boasting about his Blu-ray,
collaborating in a way that works just so damn flawlessly. I mean, the music and the visuals and everything just mesh together so perfectly and create this cohesive whole of a cinematic experience that you don't see very often. And I think that's one of many, many reasons why Psycho holds up so well, is it was just a perfect union of those creative forces at the perfect time. The other thing that I thought was pretty interesting was when Psycho was originally put out in theaters, Hitchcock said just kind of offhandedly that he didn't want people going to see it unless they saw it from the beginning. The reason being, without giving anything away, there's a huge twist, like right in the middle of the damn movie, that if you come in part way through, you're not going to get the full impact of that and what it means. You really do need to see it from the beginning. But Hitchcock just said it kind of as an offhanded remark, but very wisely, the marketing boys latched onto that idea and made it part of the marketing campaign. So much so that they made a deal with all theaters that were showing Psycho that they would not allow anybody into the theater after the movie had started. So part of the campaign was to say, you absolutely have to see this from the beginning or you will not be permitted in the theater. And that was enough. The added kicker was, do not, under any circumstances, give away the surprise ending of this film. So it just built this whole mystique around it, and people were like, oh my god, we have to see what this is all about. Like, why can't we see it unless it's from the beginning? What's the big deal about the ending, you know? I mean, nobody will tell me what it is. You know, so it was pretty... So this is a pretty brilliant bit of marketing, you know? So Psycho was a huge hit in the theaters, and it's been considered a classic ever since. And again, this was like... This was just the culmination of this perfect collaboration of artistic forces, having the marketing department right in sync with that, and marketing it pretty much perfectly to get the maximum, you know, response. To get the maximum response from the audiences. So, yeah, so not only was this a perfect... How many times can I say it's perfect? It's just the most perfect thing in the universe.
Oh, I love that movie. It is.
So it really was a case of just everything
So
working
awesome.
pretty much flawlessly. Oh, I know what I was going to say. What happened to my color?
Sort of like a thing from Ice Age, that
word.
There. Stupid white balance keeps shifting.
Well, at this point in the video, I'm going to stop because the file size is probably super huge by now. And I don't want to reveal the whole video.
Okay.
So, this is Garbage Gamer saying...
Oh, Pablo's recording me too. Good.
And look forward to my next video.
Good, because sometimes the Stickam recording doesn't work. Alright. So the added bonus, of course, was the fact that unlike a lot of occasions where you had excessive marketing hype and gimmickry to get you to go see the movie, people would fall for the gimmicks. In Psycho's case, and it was a really good movie. So, oh my god, they're putting all this effort into properly marketing and gimmickly marketing. Gimmickly? That's not even a word. But anyway, a movie that's actually good and would probably stand on its own without all the gimmickly marketing.
Sean Dictionary.
You know, I guess gimmicky would be the word. Well, whatever. I invented a word.
Burp.
So yeah, I mean, that would have been awesome. I would have loved to have been alive when this came out originally and old enough to go see it. Okay, so let's go into some detail about the Blu-ray itself. I've already talked about the audio and video, which are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So let's just take a quick look
Yeah,
at the
this is
cover.
where I'm going to cut the
Got
video
all the
because
features.
I
As you can see, there's like a ton of special features on here.
videos before they're out.
Beautiful cover, which we've been
So,
staring at for 10 minutes.
Peace out, y'all.
And we'll just open her up.
Any last words,
There's really
Dad?
nothing to speak of on the inside. This is like the one place where they skimped, but whatever. Not even any inner artwork, but oh well, whatever. So what do we got? I take my glasses off to read because I'm nearsighted, which means I can see things when they're close up, but not
You heard
far
live
away.
from Stout.
So I only need to see things that are far away. It's
Right.
better if I take them
Talk
off
to
when I
y'all
read.
later.
Okay. So what do we got for bonus features here? We have the making of Psycho. Psycho's sound. In his master's... Oh, sorry. Start over.
God, that file's gonna
So
be
what do we have for
huge.
bonus features? We have the making of Psycho, which is a pretty lengthy featurette. Psycho's sound, all about the sound design. In the Master's Shadow, Hitchcock's legacy. Hitchcock and Truffaut interview Hitchcock and Truffaut interview excerpts. Newsreel footage, the release of Psycho, so you get to see some of the hubbub about when it was in theaters. The shower scene storyboards by Saul Bass. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff about the shower scene. You know what's kind of funny is the shower scene is considered like one of the most memorable scenes in horror movie history. The entire scene lasts about a minute. 1 minute. That's it. And the actual murder part of the scene is only about 20 seconds. 20 seconds that has been burned into the brains of everybody who has ever seen it for the rest of their lives. That is what a good director can do.
Hi, welcome back to part 2 of the
Psycho
live recording of
archives,
Sean's
posters and Psycho
videos
ads,
on
lobby
Multimedia
cards,
Chronicles live here on
behind the scenes and production
Stickam.com.
photographs, and
I've decided
featured
to do a part
commentary
2
with
because I
Stephen
checked the
Rebello,
file size
author
and
of
it was
Alfred
only 1
Hitchcock and the
gigabyte
Making of
for
Psycho.
about a half
One of
hour
the
of
extras that's
recording,
on here
so
that I thought
that's
was really
pretty good.
cool, they just say...
I'm going to continue. Continuing now.
Don't even mention it.
Welcome back.
One of the extras that's on here that I always thought was really cool, which for some reason they don't even mention in the list of bonus features, is even the trailer for Psycho was done completely differently from what a typical movie trailer would be. Instead of it just being a series of clips from the movie, they had a few clips from the movie, but Hitchcock decided to do something unique and interesting for the audience. He really liked to play with his audience and have fun with the whole thing and make it more of an experience for people. So what Hitchcock did was he put together his own trailer. It was about 6 minutes. It was an extended length trailer. And instead of it being just a hodgepodge of clips, it's actually Hitchcock himself taking you on a tour of the various sets as if they're real places. So he takes you through the motel, he takes you through the house, and as he's walking through all these places, he's giving you little tantalizing tidbits about what happens in those locations and which parts are important, and pay attention to this. But he doesn't actually give anything away. He's messing with you because that's the way he liked to do things, and it's great. I love it. I'm so glad that they included that. I think that's one of the things that wasn't included on the old DVD set that I had, and I was really disappointed by that. So I remembered seeing a clip of it years and years and years ago, but I didn't.
I'm not being lazy, I'm being creative.
But I had never seen the full trailer before. I'd always
guess.
wanted to, just to see, what it was all about. It seemed like an interesting kind of glimpse behind the scenes. Even though it's not really a glimpse behind the scenes, it's sort of like Hitchcock walking through as if everything was real, and it's almost like he's touring the murder scenes. It's quite funny. One other thing I wanted to mention about the music is Bernard Herrmann was basically the go-to guy if you wanted the best music score in the universe during the 50s and 60s. He did a lot of big stuff. Jason and the Argonauts was a big score that he did. And one of the things he was noted for was having unusual instrument arrangements. For example, the soundtrack, the score for Psycho is nothing but strings. There's no brass, there's no woodwinds, there's no keyboards, there's nothing, there's no percussion, nothing. It is entirely strings and nothing else. And unless you're sort of consciously aware of that, it doesn't really even occur to you that you're only hearing strings, because it just fits so perfectly with everything on screen. Another one he did was Jason and the Argonauts, which is another one I really like. And the interesting thing about that score is it's nothing but brass. There's no strings, there's no woodwinds. It's just a massive, massive brass section. In fact, apparently he used 4 tubas. 4 tubas! That's insane! But he did that just to give it more oomph and presence, and wow, that's awesome.
4, not 5. 4.
I don't know of very many other composers who sort of go to that extreme to have such unique and different sounds for their scores. He also did Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver was actually the last film that he did the score for. So, and there's actually a dedication to him at the end of the movie. But yeah, it seems like a lot of the catalog titles that I've been picking up lately have been ones that Bernard Herrmann did the score for, and I've been getting. I didn't realize just how many movies he'd done. I mean, if you go to his IMDb page, it reads like a list of some of the greatest movies ever made. You know, I mean, he just Bernard Herrmann was the man. And yeah, I guess. Yeah, and I guess Hitchcock was okay too.
That's all I have to say.
Anyway, if you're a fan of Psycho like I am, you owe it to yourself to pick up this Blu-ray. I mean, it has never looked or sounded better. The extras will keep you busy for days, and it's just a fantastic film. And if you've never seen it, see it, for God's sake. It's one of the greatest thrillers ever made. I've heard some, like, young, inexperienced,
which I thought was pretty cool,
modern horror movie watchers talk about it and say, "Oh, that wasn't. Oh, I saw." Well, I saw Psycho and it sucked. There was hardly any blood in it. We looked at that one gory scene and we just kept rewinding it over and over because it was the only one with any blood in it. It's like, okay, you know what? Expand your horizons a little bit. There's a little bit more to effective horror than just splattering blood and guts all over the bloody place, pardon the pun. Psycho is the kind of film that gets under your skin and stays there. Horror is not about being gory. I don't know how that became the stereotypical view of what a horror movie is. That is not what a horror movie is. Horror, by its very definition, is something that horrifies you. Hence, horror. That doesn't mean it has to be gory. All it has to be is horrifying. And you can be horrifying without being messy.
The remake of Amityville?
So kiddies, try to think outside the box a little bit. It's not often you get a treat like this. So enjoy it for what it is.
Because I did like the remake of Psycho.
Alrighty, that's it for me to you for now. Next time, we'll be wrapping up the horror Blu-ray updates. I got a few goodies from the bargain bin I wanted to talk about a little bit, and then we'll move on to another genre, which I'm sure will disappoint those of you who have been enjoying the horror movies, and
it's about fucking time.
Those of you who have been waiting for me to get onto something else are probably breathing a huge sigh of relief now, like, thank God! Finally, we finished the damn horror movie.
Thank God! Finally!
Yeah, well, blame me being fancy with the display. I just didn't want to take all this down until I'd finished all those reviews. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, see you guys next time. Until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara.
I have no money for that. If I
Woo!
Alright. One down, a million to go.
Made it past the first intro.
Ugh!